My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2 Silent. And then I just don't say another word for the whole episode. Look, I managed to maintain it for a total of 6 seconds. Arcane Scroll versus Pomander versus Large Capsule. Pomander's certainly better on Silent than it is on a lot of other characters, because, like, I say a lot of other characters than it is on Regent. Because, like, Regent, the best upgrade that you get is 4 additional damage on Falling Star. I guess, or 1 additional star on Venerate. But you don't always end up upgrading Venerate in a typical Regent run. In pretty much every Silent run, you want Neutralize upgraded. It's one of the best weak sources Silent actually has access to. It's already in the base deck. Large Capsule, Pomander, Arcane Scroll. I still want to just hit the Arcane Scroll and then it tells me that it's Grand Finale run. Oh, dang. That actually lines up. That's a 4. That's a 4-banger. Ooh. Gimme. The Hunt. If it's Fatal, you get an additional card reward. That gives us the ability to farm out a lot of cards very quickly. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, that's good. I'm going to try and make sure that it's Fatal every single fight. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3. Hell yeah. This is working out perfectly. Hey, I can kill either of you with either weapon now. One down. The other follows. Prepared definitely makes a lot of sense if I'm going to be drafting additional cards. Blur, Bouncing Flask. Prepared. And then I would love Backflip in the world that I'm also taking that prepared. Now I gotta start taking non-utility cards. Let's actually take a damage card pretty soon, because I've seen where this road ends if I don't. It leads straight to hell. Oh, incredible. Well-aimed... Oh, Ricochet. Great way to deal damage. Oh, but I really want well-aimed plans. Great way to deal damage to Phantom's slippery stacks. Yeah, Leading Strike's not a bad way to do it as well. 3 hits for the price of 1. Ricochet versus well-laid plans is tough, though. Well-laid is so good. But I can't just keep clicking the non-damage one. Eventually, I need to do a damage point. I'm going to take Precise Strike for damage points on individual target, and then well-laid plan. I take the Precise cut so that I can afford to take the well-laid plan as well. Laid plan. Mm-hmm. And now we wait for the hunt. Dagger Spray is pretty impactful in terms of having some source of AoE. Also, it's 2 hits against the old Phantom. Piercing Whale and a Dagger Spray, thank you. See, I feel like I'm already getting a lot of cards. I don't... Oh, but Prepared and the Sly cards are still in here. Yeah, they are. Untouchable Flick Flack? Yeah. Team piercing well. Highest impact. Oof. I mean, I still need to play it this time, but oof. Oh, good lord. Oh, no more defense, just all my strikes, thanks. Beautiful. If I could just have every defend card that I've ever seen the turn after I take damage, I think it'd be a fun bit. Keep precise strike. Like heck I did. Outbreak, dodge and roll, leading strike. Dash, dagger throw, and predator. I'm happy to take a dagger throw, but now I want to actually stay on theme a little bit. Let's get the prepared to discard 2. Keep untouchable so that I can try and defend while I wait for the hunts. Oh boy. Well, speed bot to save me 10 health this turn, please. Because I'm not going to be able to stave off having to use the hunt long enough to target the backliner with it instead. Just make sure that I keep untouchable. I love it when they cast them for free. Beautiful. Another 2 cards for me. Escape land easily. Memento Mori, maybe? Memento Mori will get some decent damage in this deck, and I am lacking damage. I want Well Laid to hit a second card as well. We hit the Gremlin Horn. Now it's time to rest, just in case that was Tiny Mailbox or any of the other things that trigger on rest. We want to rest on this side. So overall, I'll get 15 damage out of the Poison Potion in this fight, but it's probably... Oh, it might actually be better in the Bantam. I'll throw it here. Well, they defend, hold the highest damage cards. Oh, I really should have played Memento Mori that turn. Oop. Defend precise cuts. With a prepared turn to play the Memento. Don't have the ability to take you out, but reasonable defense at least. Maybe I can still hit you with hunts. I can indeed. Look at the 5 rings. Oh my god, for every 5 cards you add to your deck, heal 20 HP. I see so many cards. Accelerant actually is really bad in this deck. I'll take Deflect and Backflip, just so that I'm taking cards here. Because I'd like to get 5 cards before I get to the boss. I think we're thick decking. I think we're thicking it up. Let's get the Neutralize up. No, it's Fogmog. Keep the Hunt and Flick Flack. Woohoo! Prepared auto cast South Flick Flack. Not a well, okay, the piercing whale at least is here to help me defend. Okay, keep the hunts. It's only going to take a solid 6 next turn. That'll do it. Footwork. Up my sleeve, calculated gamble, haze. I'll take a calculated gamble. I will buy 1 card from this shop. Ooh. Tincture. Whenever you discard a card during your turn, deal 3 damage to a random enemy for each card discarded. That's huge. Also, membership card. If I go membership card, I can definitely buy Flick Flag. Oh, I can even afford the piercing well. I almost feel like I still want Flick Flag just so that I have enough AoE for the next floor, but I also need AoE defense. Take the piercing well. Also, there are multi-hit turns in this upcoming fight, so that'll be relevant there as well. Let's flip over. Hey. See, like if I had Piercing Whale this turn, it'd be really good. I don't. But just imagine what that would be like. Very, very glad to have it neutralized that turn, thank you. I really don't need to count gamble there. It doesn't earn me that much. In fact, if anything, it loses me a lot of value. That's a calculated gamble. Found ourselves a whole new hand to play. So, about 1 more cycle until I die. I should have drank the strength potion way earlier. I really thought I was going to be able to get away with it. Happy we've got the piercing well for the right turn, but it's basically it's basically weak and decent. Oh, I was about to say weak and decent defense this turn. The strength potion earlier being enough to be able to finish that. Definitely the rest here would have done it. Oh, would it have actually? Footworks as an upgrade definitely gave me additional survivability there. A lot of additional survivability, in fact. Bones. Precarious shears. Oh! Let's take the hefty tablet and then take the precarious shears to remove the injury. I mean, look, if I start with a fan of knives, I can just cut every card from the deck that aren't knives. Deal? I'm also going to take a very greedy early floor where I basically do nothing except for steal money. Outbreak, slice, dash. These aren't shivs. They're very weird looking shiv cards if they are. Ugh, the debt hit me. I was really hoping I would be able to get to the shop without having paid debt. If I pay it again, it actually... Oh, God, there it is. Bastard. I might not actually be able to remove the dead anymore. I'm gonna get like 11 from this combat. No! That's why I bought the early shot. You kidding me? I'm literally one off. You bastard. My sleeve. It's a Shiv card. I probably would have had to take that anyway, to be fair. So I want a clean path where I just take a couple upgrades to a couple of Shiv cards, start defending myself a bit more reasonably, and then roll on from there. Phantom Blade. Shiv gains retain. The first Shiv you play each turn gains 9 additional damage in AoE. I can see this money being handy. Cal drop. Whenever you attack, deal 3 damage back. That's a good card. Gotta get rid of that debt sooner rather than later. I want defensive upgrade in neutralize. I'm gonna make up my sleeve 0 cost because this is actually gonna be a pretty difficult fight for us. AoE. Beautiful. Yeah, that could have gone a lot worse. Bouncing Flask untouchable and dash. Nope. Strike Dunning. Leading Strike would be pretty good because of the additional Shiv. Uh-oh. I really do need the enemies to kind of just stop dealing damage to me. Just politely. As a sign of respect, you know? See, this one got the memo. Beautiful. Storm of Steel. That'll have to be enough. Visualize from a single Shiv, all of the rest of it normal. This enemy is scaling pretty quickly, but yeah, there we go. Any reasonable draw should be able to take him here. Blur, Precise Cut, and Piercing Wail. I like the idea of Blur, I just don't think it's going to help us that much. I'll take that Piercing Wail. Get him with the shivs! Phantom Blade actually is going to be really helpful here. Dash Dagger through Leading Strike. Happy to take a single copy of you. And I'll take from my own set here. Backflip prepared. Of these, backflip certainly. And then rest. And then colorless potion. On the first turn, I'm otherwise taking damage in this fight. Up my sleeve on the very first turn is super handy here. Decreasing its cost for the first time. First time I would take big damage, actually. Hitting him with one upgraded shiv each turn, I think is going to be really important here. Woof. That's most of our defense that we just cycled past. Alright. Purity is going to be huge. One, two, so 5 cards retaining in this hand. Purity only has to hit like 1 or 2 beckons. There we go. Destroy a beckon, a strike and a beckon. Beckon. Backflip for the draw. That's as good as I can do here, unfortunately. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that bodes very poorly. Can you take a couple turns off damage, please? That'll help. Absolutely, that'll help. Sadly, you will be invulnerable next turn, so it'll help up until an extent. That said, I don't think throwing the additional strikes is going to be determinant. It's basically, I need to survive the next turn, which isn't impossible. Yeah, exactly. Survive it through that, discard that, throw a basic strike, roll into the next turn, and then 44 damage between this and the next turn. Definitely viable. Let's backflip into the new draw cycle before I get rid of that beckon. Beautiful. Just got away with it. Assassinate would be really handy. We can burst a lot of damage on that turn 1 when we draw the right cards. Envenom would also be really good. Gives us a way to scale boss damage appropriately with this deck. It's just I feel like if I'm waiting for poison, I'm kind of just it's way slower than I need to be. Give me vulnerability. And do I turn my strikes into shivs? Brightest Flame isn't going to be that great for us, I don't think. I mean, look, Brightest Flame is incredible. Do I want to click it here? I want to go beast mode. I've got strike dummy. They're good. They're good strikes. They're good strikes, Brent. Look how ridiculous this first turn can be with them. I don't need to take damage. It's more than half of his health. Get back down. Sick. I will put a backstab in that opening hand. Yeah, let's make it even more aggressive. Cut over to the right from here, and then get my 3 upgrade path over to the left. Oh, 2. Perfect. I didn't have good defense for that turn. I do have to remind myself, I don't actually have good defense right now. Blur. That turns not good defense into defense that lasts for a couple of turns. I'll take that, because it means that I can take one big defensive card, and it's still very valuable. Assassinate Backlip. Fan of Knives is going to be important in this fight. I feel like I get more value out of the Storm of Steel. Additional damage there. Definitely seems the case. Oh, you are kidding me. That's why you count. I was certain we had one more damage there and the explosive ampule was going to be enough, but it wasn't. I'm not even sure what I would put to the bottom here, but up my sleeves is certainly a perfect fit to go back to the top of the second cycle. Oh my god! 2 additional cards in our opening hand. Yep. Yeah, especially considering with what we're doing with our opening hand, absolutely. Well-laid plans is also really good, but that feels a little less important. I don't want to remove the defense, but they're going to be very far behind the defense curve for us very quickly as well, so like... I think for right now, I take Backflip and Blur. Let's get a second turn of vulnerability out of the Assassinate. Ooh, very useful here. 1, 2, 3. On my sleeve. Shift. That's right. Shift. I'm very glad we had that on the first turn, because that's not going to fly for the rest of these. Okay, we're retaining that vinyl. Not thrilled about the amount of damage I'm taking to a non-elite here, but it's okay. Survive the fight. Anticipate, Slice, and Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is the second source of weaken for 2 turns. Now that it's upgraded, I'm more interested. Anticipate also upgrades our defense's value and works well with our draw. Let's do that. I'm going to take the Strength Potion over the Explosive. Explosive is definitely better in Decimillipede, but for almost every other situation, including the upcoming boss at the end of the floor, Strength Potion will be better, and I've got a 1/3 chance to be fighting Decimillipede, whereas I've got a 100% chance to be fighting the Insatiable. Oh, Vajra! Yes, please! Well, look. Sometimes things happen. All we gotta do is know how to roll with them punches. Storm of Steel to help me focus on and take out one target. Just to lower the incoming damage. If I can get one section with Decimillipede down on turn 1, I think that's probably a good idea. Thank you! And I will definitely take a scare for AoE weaken. Oh my god. Regal Pillow is so huge there, especially because I upgraded right before it. 1, 2, 3, backflip. Double, like, anticipate double blur? Actually sick here. Otherwise, defense gets a little tough for us for these next 2 turns. Perfect. It's nice to actually see blur really pay off like that. In this deck. Not saying that blur doesn't usually pay off like that, but when I took it in this deck, I was taking it with the explicit understanding that I didn't really have the ability to support it yet, and I was just hoping it would get good in the future. One. Get on the ship! Honestly, yeah, I'll take a second to upgrade and anticipate if you got it. Rest right before the Insatiable. I will hit the Strength Pot at the very top of this one. Assassinate Stab. I do want the Blur, but annoyingly, Up My Sleeve will also need to be played in this to decrease the ongoing costs of this deck. I'm going to play that Frantic Escape because I've had a bad draw recently where there was one Frantic Escape I didn't play in the first cycle, and I never had the ability to recover from that. Wow. I'm going to pitch this whole hand except for the Anticipate. I'd love to play that Frantic Escape here, but the 11... It's got to be right to take the 11 HP. Frantic Escape was at the very bottom of the cycle, which is exactly what happened the last time. God. I'm still in the game by 2 HP. It's not 0 chance I draw lethal next turn. Hey, nice. Really scraping through these boss fights. I don't have control over playing a grand finale, and you know it, game. You wouldn't have offered it if I had control over it. Shadow Meld the double Aberlock gain, sure. First card you play each combat is played an additional time. Double play Assassinate? There is also Instinct. Give Instinct to Assassinate and a Backstab. Hope to dupe the deck in the Reflections event so I can just blow people up on turn 1. Throwing Axe. Double play the first card you play each fight. I mean, that would double play... No, Up My Sleeves is not innate. It's just perfect fit. Yeah, it's got to be Iron Club. It's going to be so much draw. Yeah, 2 rest, 1 elite will be enough for me. You can take damage to the Caltrops, friend. It's practically made for you. Alright, I'll take an upgraded blur. I did take the Shadow Meld. Mm-hmm. There's that AoE damage I was looking for. We did get the anticipate by the end, but it was too late to just build a ridiculous wall of defense. Hidden daggers definitely works in this deck. Ooh. I'm about to go to a shop in the next space. You can absolutely give me a regret. For 300 gold? You can give me whatever you want. Retain your first hand. Start of combat play for poison to all enemies. I mean, that just lowers their HP bar, but it also removes it strips artifact. So, pretty good in the Eon Glass fight for that reason. Oh yeah, we retain. I gotta remember that, because I just gotta get some shivs there. Ooh, nice. So you're taking all my decks, but... But nothing, it sucks. Ooh, thank you on my sleeves. That'll help. Power Potion. I want to say that's definitely better than Dex Potion, but it might not be. Just given what our actual needs in the final boss fights will be. That was definitely incorrect. It's not Shiv Plus needed next in this. Shadow Meld needs to be 0 cost, so I can always play it without a thought. Weaken on turn 1, even more artifact stripping. And also really good against this enemy, who's doing stupid damage on turn 1. Assassinate into back, flip, out. Just play as much defense as I can get there, unfortunately. Shadow Meld, Strike. I mean, on my sleeve before the cycle isn't really going to change anything here. I just draw up my sleeve again and I wouldn't be able to use it. Losing a lot more HP than I'm comfortable with in this fight, but I'm very glad I've got a Regal Pillow to help me heal on the other side of it. Warpaint ready to upgrade 2 random skills for us. I don't think I need another... Oh, there we go. That'll upgrade it. I don't think I need another Phantom Blades in this deck. Piercing Whale's huge here. We've also got the... Caltrop out. Love to be able to blur again this turn. Thank you. Because the enemy's got a big next turn coming up, and I would love to have some defense for it. Oh my god, another blur. Beautiful. See? Oh, blurs actually turned this into a defense deck. One accuracy is all I needed the whole time. Getting an upgraded one there is sick. I'm gonna rest. Oh, assassinate. Backstab. Let's... I mean, I want to, like, do Storm of Steel and then just go. Alright, that was a bad idea. Okay, this is a joke now, right? Well, there we go. Okay, Piercing Wail being drawn makes it a little better. He's about to take a stupid amount of damage that turn. And Venom, Cloak and Dagger. Nah, I think with the accuracy we don't need in Venom. Debuff this guy a bunch of times. Beautiful. Okay, I can weaken you, and I can start building the Blurricade. All essential. Damn. No we can access that turn. Makes me very sad. Well, I'm gonna have to draw into some defense here. Hey, thank you, Blur. Beautiful. Just exactly what I was talking about. Exactly when I was talking about it. Happy Flower. I'm tempted enough that I will take the footwork. And then rest almost all the way back to full HP. I think I'm probably going to need more decks in the next fight. Whereas I feel like in this fight, I'm probably kind of just going to kill the Torchhead Amalgam while I'm trying to kill Queen. I'm going to make Up My Sleeve 0. So that I can afford to play defense as well. Ooh. I went past one blur on that first turn. At least not past the second. Anticipate, blur, defend. Big strike. So much block. We're already fully blocked for this turn. I don't even have to use the Piercing Wail. Which is beautiful, because it buys me the ability to use Caltrop instead. I start to get a little scared now. I'm not blurricating much between turns. I'm frankly not doing much at all between turns. Let's get the piercing well out there. Okay, those are retaining now. It's not going to do anything except AoE. Okay, 35 damage taken in this fight so far. Yeah, Tortured Amalgam goes down this turn. Survivor and Blur. Keeps him blocked for the next turn. I feel like we're better off trying to draw additional cards. So, like, leading, Shiv, strike. Storm of Steel, strike. Shiv. Alright. Did not draw what I needed. That's okay. There we go. See, now we get block cards and weaken and all of those juicy things. We just have to wait a little longer. Need to exercise some patience. That's it. I don't think I'm rolling into the Eon Glass fight with enough HP to kill him this time now. Hit 15 blocking for next turn. That'll do it. Yeah, especially because of how many cards I want to play and how I don't destroy cards in hand. It's gonna perform some toughness for us in this combat. Oh, that was backflip before the Shadow Melt. Wow. Strike. Defend. Gotta get up my sleeves out there. Footwork, I can weaken you and take your strength away. Weaken you even more. And then defend. Survivor through Wither. We do have the Hidden Dagger to help us with Wither as well. That's nice. Get to retain some block for the next turn. See, Anticipate and Blur being drawn in the same hand consistently here. That's what I'm looking for. And it was even happening earlier. I'll shuffle those two ships, actually. Alright, I'm pretty sure the next cycle of deck kills me. In order to get this far... Yep. Yeah. I do think we got relatively defensive by the end there. We clearly clocked it and then started rectifying it. Blur, backflip. Blur, anticipate. Scare, anticipate. Shadow Meld, blur. And it did. It brought it around by the end. Obviously, then the problem became I'm not dealing enough damage with just the Phantom Blades, 2 turns of vulnerability from Assassinate, and accuracy to push through with Shivs. I would have needed a capstone piece. I don't know if did I play enough Shivs in that combat for Envenom to have been that capstone piece in retrospect. If I played Envenom midway through that final turn, through that final turn, through that first cycle. Could it maybe have brought it around? I think there's a chance. Obviously, Knife Trap certainly would have done it. Additional strength gain certainly could have helped as well. Alas, for the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2 top left. This is a series playlist for all of my content on the game past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations are down below, streaming past, and the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. How to rob the thank day, and a special thanks this episode to Tiz and the Mia. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.